Hey, welcome to the social space. I did it, Jackie. Gosh, let's just get straight to where you got back from.
Oh my
Jackie
gosh.
Hager in New York City.
We did.
Home
We
away from
pounded the pavement in New York for about 5 days and came home with some new business.
Yep. And some new awards.
And some 3 big O national Addies.
Which we think we might be the first in Wichita Falls to get a national advertiser.
I don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know that, and because there's such great people, creative people in this city. But
There
gosh, it was so exciting. We were up there with the amazing big agencies. That's exciting.
That's awesome.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Didn't go.
Neither did you.
We had to hold down the fort.
Yes.
Didn't get permission from the wife.
Yeah,
got 3
well,
kids.
yeah. It was actually our anniversary on Saturday.
How many
So
years?
Andrew's got his priorities
11
right.
years?
11 years.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So
Right.
thank you.
And then to my right, here on behalf of Leadership Wichita Falls is David Morris. Thanks for being here, David.
Yay.
Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it.
Before we get to you, we got to thank our partners real quick. That's going to be KAUZ News Channel 6. We're on at 10:35 Sunday nights. Number 1, take that, MASH. We are, you can listen to us. I just love giving it to MASH. You can listen to us on News Talk 1290. That's Town Square Media on Saturday mornings. Listen along with Greg on the tractor, we like to say.
Yes.
And Tanya and Sean Choate over there, Impact Signs and Falls
Yes.
Truck Center, our other partner, puts our faces on all those buses.
Yep.
Gotta love that.
Gotta
Love
love
it.
Okay, so David, what is leadership and what's the history?
The history of Leadership Wichita Falls started
From the beginning.
From the beginning. 1979, April 10th, was a devastating tornado in Wichita Falls. It made a mile-wide swath through the city and just really devastated the city.
Yeah.
A group of leaders at that time decided this is our opportunity to put an organization together, help rebuild Wichita Falls, help build leaders, and help get us back to where we want to be.
Oh gosh, I had no idea.
The first project from that was the 𝙎𝙤𝙖𝙙𝙬, which has since grown to become the largest single-day 100-mile bike ride in the country. It has become its own organization, and it benefits nonprofits and does amazing things on its own.
Yeah, we were talking about that before we started. I had
That's
absolutely
incredible.
no idea that leadership started on
Yeah.
100. So do they really get to call themselves best class ever?
I would like to think that our job is to make every class the best class ever and to keep evolving and moving forward.
So David, what's the main purpose of Leadership Wichita Falls?
Well, the main purpose of our organization is to recruit, develop, and educate individuals for civic leadership, and then provide the conduit to find their place in the community and become the leaders that we are
I think that's
producing.
important. Well, I love it that the program, you feel like if you go through leadership, you have a pulse of every part of this city, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely right, Jackie. If you come into Leadership Wichita Falls, whether you've lived here all your life or you just got here, by the end of the program, you will know the mission of Shepherd Air Force Base and meet the people, the men and women who run those programs. You will meet the team at United Regional and know everything that's going on there. The mayor, the city council, county government, the district attorney's office. We will go through many of our outstanding nonprofit agencies in Wichita Falls, and you'll learn their mission as well. You'll tour Midwestern State University, Vernon College. We do programs periodically with the ISD, and it culminates with a service project where through a fundraiser, we raise funds and donate them back to one of the many worthy nonprofits.
Yeah, and just some of them through the year. We've touched on Hotter Than Hell, but I mean, Thor was people who don't live in Wichita Falls, Texoma's Hellacious Obstacle Run.
And that's September 18th.
I'm glad it's in September this year. Let's leave it in September. And then main event, which are the
main event horses
that are painted all over town, which we know our friend Katie Britt's painting one right
Yes,
now
she
at the Holt.
is.
That's going to be. Where's that one going?
I don't know where that one's going, but aren't they? I love it every time she paints one.
They're beautiful.
I love it every time I see a new one in a location.
Well, what are some more of the things that have been started?
We have
Operation Santa Claus, right?
we have the Bags for Brags Cornhole Tournament. That's September 11th. That was started by the class of 2019, and it lives on as one of our projects. We've done many projects. We did the dumpster dine dinner in 2018. It raised awareness for food insecurity. We worked with the food bank, took food that would have gone to waste, brought in chefs from area restaurants. They prepared a gourmet meal, and we raised money and were able to make a donation back to the food
really
bank.
cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So the purpose is for businesses to invest into sending some of their employees through Leadership Wichita Falls.
Absolutely.
And then they become more aware of the community. Hopefully they stay here, more vested in the community, right?
Yes, we also teach quite a bit of individual development. We bring in educators and counselors who give you personality tests, strength tests, weakness tests. We do a lot of self-discovery. We do exercises where we'll take a group with one strength and a group with another strength, and we learn that those two groups work best together.
Yes.
So if you send your employees through our programs, you will get a better employee, the community will get a better leader.
Oh, I hear Jackie thinking already. We're all going to leadership, guys. Get ready.
No, I think she glanced over.
You're going.
I'm just going to lay my head
Got
this
some
way.
applications out in the truck. We can get y'all going.
You know, I was in the public information office and the public information officer for many years, and I always used to think when I'd see leadership, like they're getting to see everything I get to do every day. You know, like
Yeah, that's a good
and
point.
it helps you. It helps you understand why things are the way they are in the city and why things operate the way they do, and you have a better understanding, and you'll know who to go to the city when you have a problem. Like, oh, I remember in my class, in leadership we learned that you go to the water department or the streets department, and then they handle this. So
But it's great that you get a pulse of Shepherd
Yeah.
and
Yes.
a pulse of MSU, United Regional. Those are all,
Colleges.
big portions of this city. So that's great.
It is great, and to your point, when you tour the nonprofits and see the services for children or mothers or the different things going on, you start learning what some of the issues people in our community are dealing with, and we give you the opportunity to learn how to get involved and do something to make it better.
So it's a spring cycle from January to May, right?
Yes, we are working on the 2022 class right now, our
Okay.
adult leaders team, which is outstanding. It will start in January. It will run through May. But we're already developing it, and the class is already filling up. We already have
Gosh.
people signed up for it. I would really encourage anyone who's interested to sign up now. We start every year in January with a social, and the alumni from previous classes come in, get to know everybody, and then we start our programs and get to work.
That's
Awesome.
And then there's bare knuckle brawl to see who was the actual best class ever.
Yes.
Did I hear that wrong? No.
No, you heard that right. Every class, there's no bare knuckle brawl, but every class is the best class ever.
Yeah. If I ever take leadership, I'm going to beg the rest of my class to call us the most 𝘀𝗂𝗍𝗔 class ever.
Yeah.
Just to be different. Come on, guys.
How does someone sign up, sir?
Sign up, you can either go to our Facebook page, Leadership Wichita Falls. You can go to our website. You can call me. My phone number is 940-781-0425. Be happy to get an application for you.
Yes.
Or reach out to us on our Facebook or on our website. We'd be thrilled to get you an application.
And I imagine like employers and whatnot, when they see leadership on your resume, especially if they went through the program, that's going to give you like a leg up getting jobs and stuff like that.
I agree.
I would think so.
It definitely shows a commitment to the community
Yeah.
and a level of experience that you've had.
Well, there's
with
something
what's
to be
going on.
said for something that began in 79 or 80, and that's still very active today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Means it's working.
It's working.
Yes.
Well, gosh, David, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate you. And
Thank you.
And we're I guess continuing with kind of the theme here of leadership and organizations and getting stuff on your resume. And we have a young lady coming up next named A.C. Johnston, and we'll be back with her. Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
4 incredible radio stations. That's who we are. We are Town Square Media, and we bring the best of radio to the North Texas area. Wake up early with News Talk 1290. That's us. How about Kelly Raspberry on 92.9 NIN? Yep, that's us. Bringing you the best of country with 102.3 The Bull. That's us. And rocking it all day long with 106.3 The Buzz. That's us. We are Town Square Media, and we're proud to be a sponsor of the social space.
Welcome back to the social space where we've learned that Andrew's going to join leadership next year. Jackie's going to hit New York about 4 or 5 more times this year.
Yes.
Maybe.
And we didn't learn anything about me. To my right now, representing the circuit
Yes.
is A.Z. Johnston. Thanks for being here, A.Z.
Thank you guys for having me.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so AZ, I actually have 2 questions. Tell us a little bit about the circuit, explain the process of the young professionals and what is included in the circuit.
Sure, so the Circuit is a young professionals organization that originally was called Young Professionals, but has emerged into something much greater. So the Circuit is about growing emerging leaders, and it's the ages of 18 to 40, so you have to be in that age range to be a part. But really it's about, professional development, social networking, and then just overall community involvement.
Okay. And then my second question is, what is it like to date Eric Crossland?
Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it.
Did you know this?
No, I did not.
Plot twist.
Eric, you sneaky devil. Got your girlfriend on the show.
Had nothing to do with it.
Well, she's a gem.
Thank you.
You
Wish
know
I
her
could
very
say
well.
the same about him.
We've been trying to figure out a way to. We were going to.
That is so funny. I did not know that. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Eric's kind of sneaky in the office.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
outside of
He
the
is.
office.
He is. I'm not lying. There's nothing bad with that. It's like, hey, Eric, what are you doing this weekend? He goes, oh, I don't know.
Oh, it's never planned.
Never mind.
Eric he's so much fun to have. He brings a whole new level to our office. We love him. But now that I know the two of you are together, it's kind of nice to know that.
Good to know.
Yeah, I just found that out too.
Oh my
Write that
goodness.
down.
Okay, Andrew, that was really crazy. Okay, so let's move on. AZ, welcome to our crazy world.
I love it. Thank you.
So first of all, I really like that good-looking logo. I think that
Super good looking.
came
Good job,
out of
Andrew.
Yeah, good job, Andrew Bell. I love it that you guys have taken the circuit and you divided it for these 18 to 40-year-olds into 3 pillars.
Absolutely.
What are those 3 pillars?
So the first pillar is mentorship. We're always looking for mentors. Specifically right now, we're looking for female mentors. And it's just anybody who, you don't have to be 40 or older. It's just anybody who's wanting to mentor a young person and who's been in an industry for about 5 years or so. So anybody who's interested, I'll just throw that out there. But the first one is mentorship. The second one is going to be professional development. And then the third, of course, is community involvement.
This is great. So if you just graduated from college or you're just starting a career, getting involved in the circuit is kind of a great networking tool. I remember it used to be called Young Professionals, or you heard it called YP. And then that's what's morphed into the circuit, and it's through the chamber.
Correct.
Love it.
Oh, it's so
Love
great.
it. Yeah.
So, how do you become a membership member? What are the requirements? Obviously, they're low.
So it's completely free for anybody who wants to join, again, between the ages of 18 and 40.
Okay.
You'll just visit the Chamber's website, so that's wichitafallschamber.com/the-circuit. And there's just a short questionnaire or form that you'll fill out, 20 questions at max, and you'll get you connected, start getting you involved in all of the programs, even past programs that we've already done, like we've done the Gallup Strength Finders. You'll still be able to take part of that too.
The what?
Gallup Strength Finders. It's the top 5 strengths that you have. So this one's okay. I opened up a can
remember
here.
now.
No,
Here
I
we
like
go.
it.
I know.
Yeah.
I like
So Strength Finders is all based on the fact of you should be focusing on your strengths versus your weaknesses. Instead of trying to like build up your weaknesses or buff up your weaknesses, you focus on your strengths. So that's a really great program that we were able to do with the circuit.
That's interesting.
And what were your strengths?
Input. I love to give my input. Positivity.
can see that.
Let's see here. There was, put me on the spot here.
Great taste.
In men.
Oh my goodness. This is going to turn into one of those shows. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think your members, I mean, besides the 3 pillars, you guys are about to anniversary a year.
That is
What
correct.
do you think the members are really getting from the program?
Oh my goodness, so many things. First of all, getting to know more about the community that we live
Yeah.
in and getting to be a change and a voice in the community as well.
Yep.
Because I think a lot of young people just don't know how to navigate into that world until it's really brought to them. And so this is just like a gateway for it. But also personal and professional development. You get to learn so much more about yourself and what you want to do, and then further your career as you go. And then, of course, there's the camaraderie that you have amongst people you're in your same industry or your same age group. So it's really great.
Well, I've seen a lot of people on Facebook post about it, like either the mentor or mentee, and they all seem to really enjoy it and get a lot out of it. I think like Yvonne is mentoring Sarah Hines, who's a former news anchor at Channel 6, and they're always posting about how much both of them are getting out of it.
Yeah.
These are really 2 great programs we talked about today. So you could join the circuit if you're in that age, and then also just navigate eventually over to Leadership Wichita Falls. That's a great way to connect in this community between these 2 programs.
Oh, I want to do leadership now.
Yes.
Best ever. Her mom was in the class that did Thor.
That's correct.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
Which is awesome.
yeah. So we can run it this year.
Ooh. We'll see about
I'll
it.
run it with you.
I'll
do
do
it.
it.
Yeah.
Redheads don't do sun.
I'll tell you, this has been a hot summer.
Yes.
All a hot 5-10 days of summer.
Yeah, you know what? Literally yesterday, I said, okay, well, I'm done with summer. And it was like June 14th. When I'm done, let's just fast forward to October.
By the way, ERCOT, we're not turning up
That's
our air
right.
conditioning.
Oh my gosh.
Get it together.
Yes.
I promised myself during the snowpocalypse I wouldn't complain about the heat. That's out the window.
Yeah.
The heat sucks.
I'm telling you guys, you just have to think about the elderly and hospitals and the farmers. I mean, the dairy farmers cannot go through that again.
Yep.
Oh, the snow.
No, just not
the
having
heat too.
electricity.
Electricity,
Because you still have to milk those
Yeah,
cows,
come on,
whether it's
ERCOT. Yeah.
100 degrees or 30
I
degrees.
forgot y'all were going
Yeah.
through that. Yeah.
So let's keep our fingers crossed that works out.
Did you know how normal people have to get their vitamin D from the sun?
Uh-huh.
Redheads produce their own vitamin D.
Ooh.
Her mom sent me a video.
We know a lot about redheads in my family.
There you go.
Brother's redhead too.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
In the Navy as we speak. Going
that's
through it.
awesome.
Yeah.
God
Yes.
bless him.
Well, there we go. Thanks for coming on the show, AZ.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
We're going to show some video in the 3rd segment.
Good.
We've got a Shepherd Speaks about the A-10 warthogs. Awesome. Cool ships they got over there. Ben's been all over me about showing this one.
Okay.
You shown the A-10 warthog video yet? So that's coming up after the break. On behalf of David Morris and AZ Johnston and Katie Gershner and
Yes.
everybody else on this
Yeah.
video, that was that social space.
That was
Thank you,
awesome.
AJ.
Thank you so much.
This is a problem. That grind, that click, that constant leak. Whatever it is, you heard it last year, and you probably put it on your to-do list. Ah, the famous to-do list. Well, that list gets long, and so do the days. But your AC still needs a tune-up. You could wait for that first triple-digit degree day.
We're talking about consecutive days of triple-digit heat.
Or you could call...
James Lane Air Conditioning and Plumbing. This is Laura.
Hey, Laura, good to see you again. We don't like 102-degree weather, but we're climbing the ladder. We don't prefer hanging out in the crawl space, but we're down there chasing the lead. And we don't like when your AC has problems, but we like to fix them. James Lane Air Conditioning and Plumbing.
So Operation Agile Dragon, we're basically doing short-term TDYs to other places to get more exposure, more mobility, flexibility. Environments that could be more complicated, more complex. It gives us better exposure off-station to different airports, different operations, so that we're not just stuck with the same day-to-day things that we just get accustomed to, so we're outside our comfort zone. So I graduated here at NJEPT 2004 and IFS as well, and it's all the basics, it's fundamentals. That's the platform we start from. When we show up to our A10B course, we're building on top of those to actually employ and do tactics. Here at NJEPT and in IFF as well, we're still just learning the basics. So these basics of how to fly, how to think, how to maneuver, how to think critically, situational awareness, all these things are really important. I started here, graduated here in Tucson doing B course for A10s, and now we're back doing some additional training. In some ways that is full circle, but in other ways it's really not, because we're never starting, we're never finishing, we're always looking for opportunities to learn, grow. The more you know in this program, the more you realize you don't know.
Hog 01 is in hot.
That's clear, you're cleared hot, go high.
How my experience was at Shepherd Air Force Base and then returning, I actually liked it a lot. I liked this base, I like being here. It feels really good seeing all the trainees walking around outside and thinking that was me one day. How did Shepherd prepare me to come to my job? I think it prepared me very well. I think that even just having the jets static in those hangars, we still got to walk around the jets, learn a lot about them, and it prepared us very well for the job. If I could give myself advice back when I was training here, I would say just relax, because it's a great job, it's very fulfilling in my opinion, and it's kind of a sense of pride. So I would tell myself, just calm down, because it's a really, really nice job, because I stressed a lot when I was here.